All right, we're doing the park and ride for Boulder City. My name is Karina Barragan. This is Ahmed, and Rahel couldn't find a babysitter. So, for the introduction, it's the Boulder City US 93 southbound between Buchanan Boulevard and Hoover Dam exit is causing a lot of traffic jams. And we're just trying to figure out how we can help that out. Okay, usually the problem becomes during the holidays. The Hoover Dam has a lot of visitors, so there's a lot of traffic jams. And it takes approximately 2 hours just to get to the Arizona Bridge. Okay, so the problem statements I mentioned before is just that there is, on the US 93 going south towards Hoover Dam and Boulder City, there's actually two lanes turning into one for approximately almost 5 miles until you merge to exit to Hoover Dam or the bridge. And then there's also like the speed restrictions, which it becomes 45 for the residential, and then 55, then 45, then 35 again for the Hacienda Casino. And also the poor signage to exit towards Hoover Dam is also a problem. So our solution here would be basically, instead of increasing demand, we're trying to decrease the demand. So for the whole design is to build a park and ride system for tourists, for those exclusively that are going to Hoover Dam, and which is going to contain approximately 200 parking spaces and a cafe or something like that for people to wait for the bus. And Ahmed will talk about the rest.
Okay, here we have an overview about what it looks like from this guys. Like you see our location, that's going to be our park and ride located in that dirt area, right before the intersection. Okay, go next time.
This is right before that problematic intersection that you...
Yes, the intersection is right there, actually, on top of the screen right there, the intersection. So we're trying to solve, this is how we approach this. We're going to build park and ride here right before the intersection, so we try to eliminate as much as possible traffic after the intersection. All right, go ahead then.
Are there any other potential locations? Because the location could be key, right?
Yeah, they actually, like me and my team, we spend a lot of hours and we discuss this with a lot of advisors. This is one of the best strategic location because it's before what the problem occurred, you know.
But also, remember,
yes,
it's also important what the users think about it, what the prospective users will think. If the location is not attractive for people, then they won't use it, right? But if it's extremely attractive, there is a higher chance that they will use it. So since you guys have that survey, maybe one of the questions will be a few, if there are potential locations, alternative locations, maybe one question would be, which one will be better for you, more attractive for you, and then based on that.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. All right, thank you. And here, like it's not very clear. This is an AutoCAD draft about the parking lot. Like you see, like here is going to be parking in the middle of parking, more parking to the right. And the Pentagon is going to be like almost like 20,000 square feet building, which is going to include like a gift shop, a restaurant, and a couple coffee shops. Here, the customer, they can park and they can cross the street. Like you see here, we have handicap parking. They can cross, go have a cup of coffee or whatever, like a newspaper, and they can go on top of the screen with said passenger pickup. The bus is going to be like about every 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It's all depend of the traffic and how much we have going on every day. Next. Here in the parking lot, this is another like small draft about what it's going to look like. We're going to have a little bit trees here to make it more like environmental friendly, a little bit shades, and people that even can walk and enjoy the nice parking.
Do you have an idea what will be the longest walking distance or walking time to the place where the buses will pick people up, or this Pentagon that you showed?
It will not exceed 5 minutes. This is like on the busiest days. Here, what we come up with, park and ride, this is a sign. This is going to be around like 500 feet before the park, so the drivers have an idea what's going to happen, you know, like give them information. The reason why we picked up the green and the blue colors is best depend on the codes. The federal transportation codes require like it's going to be a green sign for like locations and the blue sign for like informations. And like you see here, a driver would see like park and ride coming up at least like we're gonna, it's not done yet, but we can see like it's gonna be like around 500 feet away. And for the Hoover Dam, give you like an information how much it's going to cost you to park at Park and Ride, and how much the Hoover Dam is going to be parked. $5 here but the $5 is going to be changed. It's not like fixed. It's always going to change, you know, depend on how much traffic we're coming in, coming out, you know. Okay. Here, like this is like a survey we're doing so far. We put together a survey so we can ask people and basically we're gonna the question is like who's our customer. So we're gonna, based on this, we're gonna target our customers, and this is like a sample of a survey. What kind of question we're gonna be asking people to have a good analysis and to provide whatever the best to make this design winner. Here again, chart present like our daily activity, weekly activity, I'm sorry. And like it shows like broken down in 2 parts, like as far as like the topic, the research, the design, and the progress report. And we're still working on that too. Any questions? Go ahead, Adam.
So are y'all duplicating information collection because other groups are collecting some information? So is there a way that maybe you can work together so you're not doing redundant work and you can kind of help each other out instead of like you collecting the exact same data that she from another group collects? And so you're just kind of wasting time whenever you could be collaborating and making even better use of your time.
Actually, that's a good point. Is like the data collection is not individual collections. It's not us. It's what's going on right now is the RTC and the Nevada Transportation Department. They're doing their own data. They're setting up machines right now to keep track what's going on in that intersection. So you can't just go like keep track of how many cars make a left and right and that. The RTC is going to do that, and it's going to provide both of us with data. You know, so you're not. I'll let them know anyway. So.
Okay, so you're a business guy.
Yes.
Why these business people need to be interested in your project, and who can make money with this, and how much money? In the end,
why should you buy my project?
Why the students from the business school should be interested in your project, and who can make money with this, and how much? Why
my project is, I'll give you like after this. Why my project is because we believe this is the best solution for the situation like this, because the classic situation is like to add another lane. It's gonna be, with my project, I'm gonna save you so much money. I'm gonna like make more money to you, because basically when you add another lane, that's like a 5-mile stretch right there. So 5 miles is gonna cost you like $20 million. And this is not talking about the maintenance of the road after that. But by taking my project, this is gonna help the Boulder City population. The people over there that lives there, they're gonna create more jobs, and there is more income coming in every day for the city, Boulder City, and the Hoover Dam, which is the government. So there is money coming in both ways, instead of adding just one lane.
So this will be a business for the government, or is there any opportunity for the private sector to make money based on it?
Yes, I mean private sector, they can invest money, which is like they can buy the lot and they can take over. We can make this privately if we can, but they have to share with Nevada, because like you said, the sign earlier said like $5 to park at the Hoover Dam. That's the government owned, so there is got a mutual connection between both, because not only Nevada is going to make money, and this private guy is going to make money.
Do you know RTC is right now providing transit service to Boulder City?
No, they're not.
They are not?
No, they're not.
So there are no buses?
No buses.
For regular, for communities, not for going to the dam, but just if I want to go to Boulder City from here, the only way now is by driving my car, I don't take a bus?
As far as I know, but I can double check that answer, but as far as I know, because I've been there a couple of times, there is no direct buses, because the Greyhound is for interstates, and since in Boulder City within the Nevada is like, I don't think there is a bus, because our RTC bus is only within Las Vegas areas.
Okay, but you think, you haven't checked, right?
I'm pretty sure, but I can double check that.
Check that please, and if there is, check the route. What service they are providing right now?
Yes. Do you want to add anything from you?
No. There's a question here.
Yeah. What information are you citing to get $20 million to widen one lane for 5 miles?
Yes, that's the basic.
Overshooting it by a lot.
No, I'm not overshooting it, but that's basic knowledge. If you go to any Department of Transportation, including Nevada and United States, they're gonna tell you like to large up a street to add another lane. It's gonna cost you $4 million average per mile. And since the stretch is like 5 miles, start from Buchanan all the way to like Hacienda, that's 5 miles. It's actually 4.8 mile stretch, which is almost 5 miles. 5 times 4, that's $20 million. That's a good estimate right there.
I've got 3 years in roadway design work experience, and it's not that much.
Because I get this from
We've got a lot of other factors going into drainage improvement, stuff like that.
No, I'm pretty sure because I get this online. I'm not off my head, you know. I make sure like this information is right, you know.
For Clark County?
No, it's online.
It's an average. Okay, one more question.
So you're actually going to have a stop station charging people, travelers $5? Is there going to be any stop station?
What do you mean stop station?
Because you said that you're going to charge people who are going to pass the word you're going to charge them $5.
No, I'm not going to pass. I'm not going to charge you if you're going to pass, but I'm going to charge you if you're going to go to the Hoover Dam. You're going to there's a parking over there. There is like 4 or 5 story building. So in order to go to Hoover Dam and walk onto the bridge to have the nice view, there is a parking. So right now it's free right now. But in the future, once my proposal is a success, there's going to be money in it involved, which is going to give you the option to park with me at Park and Ride or to pay at the Hoover Dam.